The last 2 days you've been named second-team All-American by the AP and first-team All-SEC. Just your thoughts about kind of getting that preseason recognition.
It's cool. I mean, I can't lie and say, I don't even recognize it at all. It's cool, and it's cool to see how excited my family and my friends get about it. But then again, nobody remembers someone for preseason awards. It's a cool accomplishment, and I think it gets you a good hype and everything. But I want to be remembered for what I did after the season.
The SEC one is voted on by the coaches. Does that mean a little bit more for you?
Well, definitely. These guys, especially the coaches in our conference, there's a lot of legendary coaches in the conference that are recognizing your game, so that's pretty cool for them to recognize me for my abilities and everything like that.
Have you seen movement from the offense the last 7 or 8 days? Because last we talked to Kurt and Reggie Mitchell, wanted the run game to be a little bit better.
Movement? Oh, you mean like –
just improvement.
Yeah, definitely. We went through a little stint right there where we were struggling a little bit with the run game, but we've definitely started to figure things out. There's a lot of things. It was just mental, making sure you understand your fits and everything like that, but we've definitely seen improvement in the last week.
How tired are you of practicing and waiting to play? It's been a long time.
Talking about practice, yeah. It gets a little old going against your guys. Now we finally started moving into scout periods and everything like that, so you're starting to get looks from FAMU and everything, so that makes it a little more exciting and everything like that.
Guessing you've done a little film study that you looked at the Rattlers and see what they look like, what they've got up front.
Yeah, they're a very talented team that plays really hard. It's appreciate to their coach because they all play really hard, and they got some good guys on the defensive ends and some good linebackers too. So I'm excited for that challenge.
They're not the most famous team from Tallahassee. Kind of under. They're one AA type team. What do you think about people that say you might be overlooking these guys?
I think we've learned in our history here not to overlook, and one thing we've really pushed this summer and just overall is one thing at a time, consistency and accountability, finishing one thing at a time. And like Coach B says, 1-0, so we got to take it. We'll take tomorrow, we'll take the next day, and we'll take it one thing at a time.
What do you think about playing on Thursday night? That's obviously
I'm kind of excited for that. Thursday night in Little Rock, I think it's going to be pretty live, so I'm pretty excited for that.
You said you came back kind of to be with your brothers and everything, but what about the possibility of contending in the West?
Exactly.
How much did that play in for you?
Well, when Coach B recruited me, he pulled out this yellow notepad and he drew a line, like my career, and he said, I want you by your senior year to lead me to an SEC championship. And that's one thing I really thought about when I was deciding to come back, and that's one thing. That's the goal this year. We want to contend and compete and win an SEC championship.
The West is so rugged, is that, and really it's been a while since Arkansas contended. Do you think that's realistic for you guys?
Yeah, I think it's realistic. I think it'd be dumb for anyone to ever think going into a season that they can't contend.
I don't doubt your sincerity. What makes you feel that way?
Because we're a team that's focused. We got a lot of talent, and we got leadership and the right mindset, I think, that in my 3 years being here that I haven't seen before here.
Coach said today at the Northwest Touchdown Club that Cole Kelly and Ty had been getting a little bit more work with the ones in the last little bit of camp, and that Cole would be the next guy in if it came, to that point. Your thoughts about what you've seen out of him recently?
I think he's comfortable out there. He's a guy that isn't shy. He's very outgoing, and I think that helps him a lot. He's confident out there, and you've seen that on the field. He's definitely got the ability to make the big time throws and everything like that. I think with both him and Ty, it's just the confidence and the comfortability. You can tell with Austin, he's been playing for a while and he understands everything. So once those two get that down, they're both going to be special players, I think.
You've played 3 games in Little Rock. What are your thoughts on playing down there?
I mean, I've heard people have complained about it and everything like that, but I have no problem with it. I think it's a pretty cool, unique deal where you get to play in front of a different part of your state, and you get to play in front of you get 2 home stadiums, so I think that's pretty cool. I've heard the tailgating's pretty rowdy, so I'm excited to see how the fans are on a Thursday night game.